Looks over and goes, some nobleman's on his way over here. Do what you gotta do.
Nobleman's on his way over here. That's gross.
Curious.
I fucking hate nobles.
Have anyone open the door.
Everyone, are you not a noble yourself?
I fucking... Yes. Where's the door?
For a brief moment, I felt a pain. I thought Avro was going to turn around and stab Gordon.
What the fuck you say to me? You're gonna open the door, and you watch as, when you open the door, you see a familiar face. He goes, "Ah, brother! Ah, it is good to see you again," and he will give you a hug.
Brother?
He goes, "Ah,
What?
why are you living in such wretched conditions such as this? This is not fit for you."
Staring at him, like, flabbergasted.
The hell are you planning?
Isn't it obvious?
Are you too eager to meet
grab my
the
hammer?
old woman?
Sounds like something that's going to get us in a lot of trouble and bring a lot more attention to ourselves than needed.
Listen, Richard. I do not care how much intention it's gonna try. That's my friend right there. That's gonna get executed.
So why is your friend up on the chopping block?
I do not know. How am I supposed to know? He's not here to tell me. I'll talk with him later. Why was he on this execution chamber after I saved him?
Look, at the very least, we can stop. I don't care about seeing the execution, but I am curious as to know why a friend of yours is suddenly up.
For the record, I would consider myself a realist.
I could also consider you a fool, but
I must disagree. Seeing how we are willing to jeopardize the whole operation to save one person.
it just isn't one person. Plus, that man. That man could help us. He has information. He's a powerful man himself. I know that man more than anyone here, and I know that that man... He's been put... I don't know why he's put up to execution, but I know it's not a good reason.
Well, it is, considering the political state of this country, city, I'd wager to guess it is because of their rebellion against the governance. They seem to be powerful people, and thus must be killed.
Regardless of what anyone really believes at the moment, does anyone actually have plans for the day besides Archimedes?
Were we not going to meet that nobleman?
Business to take care of with my brother.
That's still in the same place as the execution, right?
It should be at least nearby it, yes.
Yeah, and I doubt we have too much time, so I think we should keep bickering while we're going down there, instead of wasting our time here.
So far, so fucking cool.
As Zufar looks over and goes, "Oh, excellent, excellent. Let's get on to the carriage. An execution of the TRA is abound." And Maxim goes, "The crocodile man is right. Let us be on our way." Yeah! And his horse begins trotting off. Buildings. "We will set this right. For the Grand Princess, for the dukes, for the lesser lords of the realm. Removing these beings would bring stability here. This is also to set an example to all Taurian Reunification Army soldiers that Welland is not going to take these battles lying on our back." And you're gonna watch as some of them cheer. You watch as they're shooting over. He goes, cries out, "Death to the TRA!" And these two individuals are just drinking and just laughing about the whole affair. You watch as this nobleman kind of whispers over to his animated guard, and he goes, What a sordid affair. Better to put down these petulant fools than to move on with it.
I have this Pespine grenade, and I attached it with the timer. Timer's gonna be short, quite short. Gonna put it somewhere, and it's gonna blow. People will be distracted. People will be intimidated. I'll secretly sneak through, climb up, get the bullet, smack it with the hammer, release the chains, and attempt to escape with Ruby. I will still have my armor on me. I'll still have my identity closed. So I'll have to modify the armor later on to not look similar, but that's not a problem. I have an invisibility potion. I have everything prepared. Yeah.
The Raven sits down, not on top of you or next to you, just right next to you guys, just sitting on the sidewalk. I don't know if you're even here in Rumbletown still. I'm sorry it has come to this. It was never my intention. I work for what I can. I get what money I can get. Just know that my death will... You don't have to rescue me. My death will not mean anything. It would, in fact, keeping me alive will only cause you trouble. I have no family to go back to. I have no kin. I don't know my kin. You have a family to go back to. You have a reputation. I am a nobody. I will die a nobody, and that is fine. And again, if you can hear me, leave Rumbletown.
Can you answer back to the telepathy?
You can.
Okay. I will say Rubier. I apologize that I'm egotistical. I did not settle for leaving my friends behind, and I apologize for what's about to happen. And as I finish that sentence, place the bullet and basically charge my hammer and just absolutely slam it with all my power.
And you guys hear it ringing out. Soldier's on top of this this Valentine Knight, and he has a dagger, and he's trying to stab him in the neck, because that is the only exposed part.
Valentine Knight. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to... It has to be a skill check, correct?
It has to be a skill check.
Okay, it has to be a skill
And
check.
if you tell me I attack the TRA, I'm gonna ask you to roll a strike, and that'll determine whether or not you just one-shot him there and then.
I'm not gonna try to one-shot. I'm gonna attempt a shove move.
Make an athletics check.
Yes. Come on, baby.
Who are you I'm assuming you're shoving. Oh my god.
It doesn't matter. Oh my god.
You actually shove both of them out of the way, pretty easily, as you're, and you shove the one TRA soldier. He goes rolling, and the one Valentine soldier, the dagger clings. He's grabbing onto it. The Taurian soldier grabs a spare shiv from his boot, and they start going at it. But you're ignoring it. You're going through. He almost lets go, like out of like fear of you approaching him. And he goes, please, please, please. This is just a child, please.
I'm here to help.
And he's like pale-faced, and he goes, he's holding onto the wound, and he kind of gestures you to continue.
Just let me expose the wound. Let me heal it. I have magic.
And he's gonna let go.
And I just use the healing gloves, basically like machinery stuff, goo, whatever the fuck you can think of.
Yeah, he begins to like stitch up some of the positive energy going through. The young boy, he's a Strix, quite pale in the face. He looks to you, Archimedes, and he gives, like, a solemn smile, the weakest nod of appreciation before he closes his eyes, and he's breathing still, but he is essentially knocked out for the time being.
Get him out of here.
You do successfully save his life.
So the armor and the machines that basically help him basically have his strength, roleplay reasons, and stuff, they stay, the armor leaves. The whole, like, basically, he looks like an owl folk and everything, but nobody's gonna identify him as the guy that saved Ruby.
Yeah.
because I have the ready thing, it's not gonna take 3 minutes. It's gonna take 3 actions, which is around like
Indeed.
Yeah,
Six-
that's like 6 seconds.
6 seconds. Yeah.
So yeah, you
Basi-
that is the wonderfulness of the ready rune, isn't it? So
I unequip the armor. I become faster because of that, and I also cannot be identified as the guy that saved Rupier. So basically, this whole caravan is safe from that.
So I would say Corinth and Harry, you guys open the door. Corinth, you hold the door open. Harry, you go ahead and you lend a hand out for Archimedes. Archimedes, you grab it and you get pulled back in.
Ugh.
Dude, just like Ryuki in Mizuki. Hey there, Mr. Hero. How you feel?
Horrible. I'm gonna throw up.
Harry will grab a bucket and just kind of give it to you. I assume there's a bucket around, or like a trash can.
There's like a small receptacle.
Yeah, I'll give it to him and I'll give it to him. Pat him on the back. You need water?
Yes.
Harry, you know what to do.
Alright. Oh baby, I know what I'm doing. I am pulling out a mug signed by Harry Home Run, and I am using. Well, no wait, that's the wrong spell. Fuck, hold on, I can't walk on water. Sorry, my bad.
Actually,
On the rain.
Wait, my man in creative mode.
So Corinth,
Glory RNG.
Corinth, you begin to you slide open the door that usually communicates to the front to the carriage. What do you say to Zufar?
Zafar, not to pressure or anything, but they have approximately 10 minutes before they close down the gates.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Master Corinth. I will. And he will slap the reins several times with the 2 horses begin to pick up speed. He goes, "Hold on tightly, Corinth."
He will just give a thumbs up and close on the slider.
I am Lord Havron Zima. On the horse is my brother, Maxim Zima.
How Zima? Your lordship. Apologies about the state of affairs in the city. Well, let's get you on out of here quickly. Are you hurt? Is your lord brother hurt? Is anyone in your company hurt?
We are quite fine.
And he is like an elven man. He looks a little disheveled, a little tired, perhaps. Too many shifts on the night shift. He'll look over and he'll say, "Gods be with you, Lord Havron." And open the gate.
And with you. Stay safe now.
Thank you, sir. And Zufar will, of course, he'll tip his little cartoonish hat, and he will hit the reins, and you guys will begin riding out of the city with Maxim in tow.
At this point, I guess I'll pull out a cigarette and offer it to you.
Pass the booth.
I usually don't smoke, but I think this time I need it.
I had a feeling.
And I light it up. Do you light it up, actually?
Yeah, why not?
Caleb looks over, and he will finally speak again, and he will say, "That was quite the daring exercise from you."
Oh, no, actually, who are you?
I am Lord Caleb of House Stilgar, second son to Lord Kaltok.
Oh, that's not good.
Why is that not good?
Those, well, maybe not good. You know what? It's okay.
It is of no consequence.
You don't happen to recognize. You don't happen to recognize Archimedes over there.
He will just give you a smile.
She's trying to. Fuck her.
Lord Havron, you will need a place to stay. You and your retainers. They are your retainers, correct?
Huh?
I don't know if I would say that. More like...
Lord Havron, for today and for the foreseeable future, they are your retainers. Do we have that as an understanding?
Oh.
Understood.
He will smile. However, Mr. Homerun will need to change his attire. I do not want to invite a Black Mirror agent into my home.
You know what? Nope, that's completely fair.
So it's raining super hard right now.
Yeah, at this point it is downpouring.
Can I look out at my brother and see him completely soaked?
He's drenched. He's just giving you a very, very unfortunate thumbs up. His hair is all in.
I'm gonna give him the Stockman grin. He's completely drenched and miserable.
Man, unfortunate that we could not foresee this risk of rain.
So Corinth dies. It's very unfortunate how Corinth dies. He just kind of like rolls over.
Well, I prefer to use Terrence, the Witch King's ability to give spirit objects life. Clearly, someone's not a fan.
Oh no, I do find it quite amusing, especially when a nobleman or two dismiss my physical health. It is quite amusing to see their children be amused by their parents' misgivings as I spirit object, maybe a fork or a spoon, while they're eating at our dinner parties. It's all in good fun, is it not?
I've gained respect for you again.
Greatly appreciated. You will recount to my lord brother. You will say you were intending to attend with your lord brother about a conference. What the contents of that conference, you do not need to repeat. You were not here with us, therefore you were not privy to that information. But should my lord brother ask you what you were doing in Rumbletown, you will tell him that you were accompanying me as armed escort, as a faithful man-at-arms, and that these individuals in your company here are your retainers of dubious and various quality. I do not say this in dismissal of their physical or magical prowess, but we have to make it seem that they are less than capable, so that there is an established hierarchy. Do you understand?
Of course.
Richard.
What's up?
I saw everyone fully after the whole debacle happened, after you know, the whole outbreak started, but you stayed.
Yeah.
Can I ask why?
Make sure you didn't get flattened. Person you freed certainly turned into a fucking giant. I'd say, I know it was raining, but I don't know if the lead was part of the natural weather.
I guess so, yeah. But, it was the reason why he attacked me was to distract, store away attention from myself. But I have to.
A cover story, yeah, I get the picture.
But I have to thank you that you're looking out for me still. It was my solo mission, and I acted a little bit greedy that I wanted all of you to just jump in for my sake. It was a naive thing to say. I want to apologize to you, and I apologize right now to Karth and the rest.
I mean, I'll take your apology, but you don't have to. Hell, if you still feel like you need to go apologize to them, that's on you, but
I feel obligated.
It's an emotional thing, get it, but
I do not regret my actions, but I do regret demanding that all of you jumped for the sake of my friend. But he still wanted to apologize and everything, and he wanted to... He said he had no meaning in life, and that crushed me. He doesn't think of himself as still as a human being, and that makes me... It's just a lot. I hope he realizes that the reason why I saved him was not just because he's my friend, but because I don't wish him death. He's a good man, and I do not wish... I hope he sees that.
you gotta know when to pick your battles, and I suppose you did pick this one. And it did work out, but I just, in a way, it's, I guess, how the fuck do I word this? There might come a chance where it's not gonna be as easy as this. Not to say it was easy. Fuck, I'm awful at this. Hold on. Gonna pull out a new cigarette.
I get what you mean. I'm most horrible at speaking to people.
Look, you're a good person, Archimedes, and it's just where I'm from and the shit I've done. I've seen good people get chewed up and spit back out. Guess I don't know. I'm trying to make sure that doesn't happen to you.
I try not to keep myself isolated. As much as I love tinkering with stuff, and as much as I get deep into the knowledge of everything, I still want to get. I still appreciate having friends that are covering me up, and I know that they have my back when I don't even know it, that I need it.
That's good. Isolation. You know, some people say there's nothing wrong with working alone, but feel when you're isolated, you don't got no one to talk to, that leaves the only person you can have a conversation with to be your own mind. No one else can be your harshest critic. Into fights as much as you just seemingly want to get through them when they happen.
If there's a way to avoid fights, I will try my best to avoid them. But fighting is unnecessary most of the time. But sometimes it's impossible to outright dodge them. So when that happens, well, I have my gear to rely on. But before that, I would like to rely on my intelligence and my compassion.
This is... I know, it seems a lot of what I've been saying is probably stuff you've heard before. Maybe I'm saying it more for myself than you, but you keep being you, Archimedes. You're good people. Put my hand on your shoulder, real quick, and just... I do appreciate that. It's just, I can't agree with what you said, because you don't know the whole picture, and hopefully you won't have to. But you go talk to the others. You do your apology. If you need me, I'll be near the fire.
But I'll be leaving you. And I still thank you for having my back there.
I'll nod one last time before just sitting by the fire.
That's 60 extra gold. I will ignore you making me sound like an idiot.
Ah, come on, Archimedes. It's all in good fun. And hey, anything to help a homie.
So I don't need to make a gadget for you.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. But I mean, it'd be cool.
When I look in his eyes, what did they say? Did they say you need to make? Does it say like?
It'd be nice if you could make one.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'd be cool, but I mean, you don't have to. You know how those bitches are.
Here's one of those bitches.
I don't have I do not have bitches. What do I see?
They are pornographic in nature photos.
They were just chilling in Harry's jacket, but you saw like the tip of them poking out.
Harry, maybe you should hide those.
Oh shit! Sorry, my bad. They just kind of fell out.
Yeah. And I will just stand up and leave.
It just kind of slips out, and he just goes, whoops. Looks around for something to like fix the painting and then just immediately sees the clothing and then just uses it to like
Wipe off the dirt and smeared in mud.
yeah.
So Karth, you go ahead. You're like, ooh, a fresh bit of cleaning cloth, and you go ahead and you rub all that grime and dirt and mud. And although the painting is not completely saved, it's a lot better than it would have if you left it out be.
Well, I suppose the remaining dirt will at least add some flavor.
I would like to apologize earlier what happened and that I demanded that we, for the save a friend of mine, put everyone down into danger. You were right to not join into this whole situation.
Maybe I can add some greenery to make it look seems like it's a grassland. Oh, what were you saying?
That I apologize for my actions, that I insulted you and everything, that I demanded that we how to save a friend of mine, even though you don't know that friend. I understand that now, and I just wanted to apologize that I wanted something from you that you didn't.
Well, on the contrary, I believe I should thank you. Thanks to your little stunt there, I was able to meet Old Woman, and let's just say a revelation hit me.
Your connection with the old Omen. What kind of what is it with him? How do you know him even and everything?
Oh no, I've only recently met him. It's just that, let's just say, we share a common background.
Common background. Do I know it's his familiar?
Make an occultism check.
Okay, hold on.
I would say you were perceptive enough now to put two and two together. That raven was flying around him for a while, and while there are plenty of ravens in Welland, that one stood out too much for it to be another raven. It's definitely Stilgar's.
Considering that a raven flew around, weirdly enough, around me specifically, and it really had a very familiar voice. I would say it is Caleb's. But yeah, it is Caleb's one, so I guess, yeah, I am talking about that one same raven.
Now we indeed know that he is in fact siding with the TRA.
It appears that is the case, yes. Just peek before I go fully inside. And I'll be like, Loreen?
What do you want?
Oh, I just wanted to talk. I hope you have time to talk real quickly.
Sure. I have time.
And I just sit down.
Yeah.
I would like to apologize for my brashness in behavior earlier today. You know, the news struck me hard, and I lashed out at everyone without me thinking. So I want to apologize about that.
Apology accepted. Consider what saving him has done to this world now.
I do realize that. But I don't think he has bad intentions.
No, no one has bad intentions. Not the Witch King. But he's not rumored to be the goodest person.
That is true, yes.
The master of the King of Hells had good intentions. Everyone has good intentions, Archimedes. Only that you do not jeopardize our mission.
I won't. I promise. I'll try my best from now on. But I thank you. I thank you for at least accepting my apology and everything.
Yes.
But I'll be leaving now to rest. I still have to create my new arm, so to speak. I dropped the old one, in the city, so I have to make a new one.
And yes, do that.
Thank you, Lorraine.
You know as well as I that my own marriage wasn't necessarily out of feelings, but for the family, correct? You
I understand.
remember. You thought it quite a humorous affair. Oh.
I mean, I thought it was funny at the time, but I mean, I look at you now. I mean, things could be better.
Oh, that was for the family in the past. And to be honest, I understand what you're saying. But I don't know if you need to go out of your way to connect yourself with someone whom you may not agree with.
Always quick to try to not outdo you, but try to grow up faster than you. And he looks to you once more, and he will say, "Okay, on the back burner. I won't even make it an offer or anything. I haven't even mentioned this to Lord Caleb or anything. This is the first time I mentioned it. I mentioned it offhandedly to Mother, but you know, she does what she does best, and she laughed it off. Again, didn't want to worry her. And again, I received your letter. I know when Minerva, when she contacted me, she was ready to leave herself, but I managed to convince her to stay, leave the to attend to the kids. But be thankful to the gods that I was here, not her. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, trust me, I am eternally grateful.
It'll give you plenty of money, and it'll give you an excuse to come home with the money. Say, oh look at what my errantry quests have brought me. The blessings of Razanor has given us such a bountiful treasure. And then you can parade your retainers around as renowned warriors, people you've come to trust. Show them off a little bit. Not saying like they're trophies. Granted, they're people, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, that will be up for them to decide whenever that time comes.
They're making their own decisions.
Yes, they are. Almost like they're people, as you said.
These people are not capable of making the decisions we have to make, however, come on.
I'm sure you would be surprised if you put them in our place.
Kept it sturdy enough.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I guess I'll go wash this. Gods, if we had our servants, this would be so much easier.
Indeed, I suppose it would for you. You really must learn to do some things yourself.
I've been taking after the kids. Have? Well, you've been on these quests. I have been learning to do some things myself. I'm doing the things you should be doing with your kids, for God's sakes.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, I don't mean it that way. Like I said,
no,
visit.
It's fine.
I'll meet you back at the bedroll. I have the spirits over there. I'll meet you in a moment. I'm just gonna watch this up.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of shuffle about in your bedroll a bit, kind of toss and turn, and then you instinctively open your eyes, and you see a pair of eyes kind of approaching out of the shadow with a devilish grin. And that is where we'll end the session.